Hi again then guys, and welcome to another installment of the Automotive News Roundup, and this one of course is a great reason to bring back the series because it's something which I reported on months ago, something which I was really happy to see, but which was very quickly bogged down in controversy. And that of course was the SSC Tuatara becoming the fastest car in the world with a two-way average of 316 miles an hour and a peak of 331. And after that initial footage, of course, the car, and the footage in particular, started to have some critics, because it didn't really match up. Now, some people believe the SSC deliberately misled people, because those speeds were indeed inaccurate. However, I don't believe they did. I believe the statement that they put out, that they were just inaccurately edited and that the speeds were logged incorrectly. Everyone makes mistakes, even top-tier companies do. I mean, Rolls-Royce recently are also in some much quieter controversy, for example, for a high-level African minister, I believe it was, burning to death in one of their cars because the fire brigade wasn't able to open the doors. So any company can make mistakes with vastly different degrees of deadliness, and as far as mistakes go, a top speed record isn't that important. So they've rerun the record, and they did it with a customer spec car, unlike Bugatti, who of course hit 304 in the speed version of the Chiron, but they only did that one way. It's not a production car, so that doesn't count anyway. This one was a two-way run in a customer spec vehicle on street tyres with E85 fuel, as Koenigsegg also likes to use. And they even had the customer, the owner of the car, driving the vehicle as well, a Larry Kaplan. Now, of course, they need a two-way average to get the new record. One of the ways that he ran the car, he hit 279.7 miles an hour, which of course is much lower than those original speeds, but still well up there with stuff like Koenigsegg and Bugatti. And crucially, the second run was 286.1 miles an hour. Now, the owner has said that he's excited to go back and do it again, because they are going to be aiming for 300. As it stands though, the SSC is now officially the fastest car in the world, with a two-way average of 282.9 miles an hour, which means it has beaten Koenigsegg. As I said, the Bugatti's record doesn't count anyway, and of course we'll have to wait and see about the Hennessy Venom F5, because Hennessy, much to my disappointment actually, was very vocal, unusually vocal, in fact, about the SSC fiasco, almost taunting them, to be honest, in a schoolyard manner. And I've got to admit, for me personally, it reduced a lot of the interest and respect that I have in Hennessy, because that's just cheap. However, they are another contender who of course needs to run for the record, so it'll be interesting to see how that one compares. I fully believe that the Tuatara is going to hit 300. I already believe that, even with the inaccurate numbers, because the car does have that raw potential. So when they rerun it, I'm very curious to see what they raise the record to. And of course we have Koenigsegg, Bugatti and Hennessy, with McLaren trailing off back there somewhere with the speed tail, competing for these extreme speeds. Ultimately though, the clear point, the most important point here, is not that the car didn't hit 331, it's that this is the fastest car in the world now. And it pleases me to no end to know how much that annoys the keyboard warriors, because, like it or not, it's a fact. So that's it for this roundup. Of course, stick around on the channel for more, and you can bet I'll be featuring any more speed runs that any of these companies do, because it's pretty big news for petrol heads. But if you want to check out my previous news roundups, click the playlist here on screen, and of course, stick around on the channel for more in future. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.